प्रोटेस्ट करने की और पीसफुल असेंबली की ये सारी तो आपकी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल प्रिविलेजेस है.
Once the order is given, it is a disciplined machine. You have to attack. Otherwise, you are not a policeman. You have to be dismissed.
I think the police has lost out quite considerably. The leadership has to consider how they will be able to re-win the trust of people back. As far as peaceful protests are concerned, I think police has no call, no duty, no right to interfere. However, peaceful protests can also, over a long period of time, if they are carried out, can inconvenience the general public. And when that happens, a lot of demand comes on the police. And therefore, the police does try to find an end to long protests.
JNU is a big lot on this. You go there to study out the protest, and how many facilities are there at JNU? Half of them are Marxists, then you go to Russia or China. Why are you doing it?
मीडिया में सब ये दिखाता है जेएनयू में जो पढ़ता है वो आतंकवादी है, वो लेफ्टिस्ट है. अरे यार तुमसे अच्छे ग्रेड्स आते हैं उनके, तुम और जो बोलते हैं आतंकवादी, तुम एक बार एंट्रेंस देके दिखाओ, क्लियर कर दो.
अरे मुसलमान को किधर तकलीफ है? कौन बोला है उनको तकलीफ है? Those who are living, has anybody got anything to do with them? They are doing their, enjoying their life.
लेकिन यहाँ पे एक मिसचिफ जो है वो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर मशीनरी की तरफ से भी नजर आती है कि हमको जो है इनको छेड़ना ही छेड़ना है, और जब हमको छेड़ना है तो फिर ये वायलेंस आएगी.
आपको मन में क्या लगता है? आपको मालूम है मन में कुछ भी लगो, अरे सामने तुम्हारा बाप है तो तुम मारेगा उसको. When the order is given, it is a disciplined machine. You have to attack. Otherwise, you are not a policeman. You have to be dismissed.
Very often, a protest which is not intended to be violent can become violent because of what we say the involvement of outsiders. And you can point that finger to that the protests never have very good leadership. So that is a great disadvantage in dealing with protests because there isn't a leadership that you can talk to, that you can discuss with. Policemen are also, though they are supposed to be under the disciplined lines of the law, they are also people who have been probably standing there since early morning or the night before, etc., and heard the protesters cursing them and giving them all kinds of galis and all, and been kept controlled by, let's say, leadership or by whatever. So the moment the order is given that, okay, now this crowd has turned violent and you have to, all these people are already burning or seething with anger at having controlled themselves for so long. There is not a single protest in which policemen are not hurt.
अब जब इस सोसाइटी से आया था तो वो सारे प्रेजुडिसेस बाइसेस वगैरह लेके ही आया था, जो उसको घर में मिले, कम्युनिटी में मिले, स्कूल में मिले, या अगर वो कोई पॉलिटिकल पार्टी या किसी ऐसे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, कम्युनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के टच में था, वहाँ से मिले. कास्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के टच में तो सारे ही होते हैं, उसको तो बुरा मानते ही नहीं हिंदुस्तान में लोग. जेंडर बाइसेस तो बड़ी भयानक है. अगर जेंडर बाइसेस देखो तो मतलब कमाल के बाइसेस. डीकंडीशनिंग का प्रयास किसी भी ट्रेनिंग अकेडमी में नहीं होता, लेकिन डीकंडीशनिंग संभव. अब मुझे सीआरपीसी की समझ तो है कि मैं आपको गिरफ्तार कर सकता हूँ, आपको सर्च कर सकता हूँ, आपको डिस्पर्स कर सकता हूँ, आपको रोक सकता हूँ, ये तो मेरी समझ है. लेकिन मुझे आर्टिकल 19 तो पता नहीं, आर्टिकल 21 पता नहीं. मैं ये नहीं समझता कि जब मैं गिरफ्तार करता हूँ तो मुझे आर्टिकल 19 के संदर्भ में सोचना चाहिए.
What is required, of course, is the ultimate grail of police reform, which gives much more independence to the police from the political leadership, which is a part of police reform. And currently, the situation is not where we would like it to be.
कभी कभी मैं इसको कहता हूँ कि आपका कम्युनिटी ओरिएंटेशन, डेमोक्रेटिक सेंसिटाइजेशन, ये दो एस्पेक्ट है जिसपे कि इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए. आप जैसे ही आप इन दो एस्पेक्ट पे इन्वेस्ट करेंगे आप एक डिफरेंट पुलिस पाएंगे, और जहाँ भी इन्वेस्ट हुआ है वहीं पुलिस आपको अच्छी भी मिलेगी.
Transparency, which means not just communicating down, but in terms of being able to have your actions stand up to public view, means transparency. Who was the one who gave the orders? What are the instructions? What were written instructions about this? This is 144. Here are the instructions.